Hello everyone, my name is Bjorn Valentine. I hope you're having a dandy day. Today we're going to be discussing artists and how you should treat them. As we all know from the furry fandom, that artists are the best way for us to communicate how we are and how we feel. With commissions of our sonas and other forms of media that we could be doing. For instance, I wouldn't be able to do videos if it weren't for the commission I did to do the stills for this video. Now, I'm going to be listing off a couple ways that you could help out artists in any way, shape, or form. Some of these should just come to mind, some of them may not come to your mind, but keep them to your mind. Quality writing right there. First one should be pretty obvious. Commission the artist. If there's an artist out there that you are deeply interested in, commission them. If you can't afford them at that moment, why not just save up? Because if they really matter that much to you as an artist, it's worth saving for. As a side note, when you're commissioning an artist, make sure that when you commission them to give them as much details about what you want specifically as possible. Don't give them vague details because that just makes their life harder for when they're trying to make their art for you. And if you don't give them enough information, they might end up doing something you didn't want in your commission. 2. Simply just donate them money. It's that simple. Some of them have pages like Ko-fi, where you just send money to them. If you go to their Instagram pages or Facebook pages, etc., most pages have some form of feature where you can donate money to them. With that money, they could probably get art supplies. Some of them actually just need the money to get by. And obviously, we just want to help them out. 3. This also goes towards money, but it helps you out in a way. Support their Patreon. If you don't know what Patreon is a website where they have tiers, and you have ways to get exclusive items and things from specific artists. It's a great way to help them out, and you get something in return sometimes. Another simple way to help them out, just share their work on Instagram, Twitter, or even Facebook, what have you. Sharing their work is the best way to get their name out there, and with you doing that, that's just helping them progress as an artist, and is always the best way, honestly, to help them, because it's free, which is obviously a good way to help them out when you can't afford to commission them also. Alright, this isn't as much of a way to really help them, but it's a good way to protect them. If you see someone tracing their work, please let them know. By tracing their work, I obviously mean that people are stealing their content by just drawing over it to make small changes to it, and then calling it their own work. No matter how you look at it, that is stealing. It is unfortunate it happens all the time when people think, oh, if I just copy the outline, that would be fine. No, that's still stealing. You should not do that. You may appreciate the artist for their work, and you may think that they are amazing, and you want to try and replicate it, but it's still stealing. As soon as it's out there and people can see it, people will say that is stealing, no matter what. And as soon as that artwork is out there and it starts to represent you, if you are an artist, you're stealing someone's artistic identity, and that's just a terrible thing to do. Obviously, I'm also going to say, you personally should not do it either. So please, do not trace any artist's work. It is the worst thing that you could do to an artist. I know this is a short video, and I'm really sorry, guys. Next week is going to be a more serious video. I hope you guys are going to be looking forward to that, because it's gonna be heavy. It's gonna be a tearjerker for sure. Also, for those who are still watching the video, thank you for staying this long and watching the video. I also wanted to bring up that I was debating on streaming gameplay on YouTube. If you are interested in watching me do gameplay on YouTube, please let me know in the comment section down below. Also, on the talk of Patreon, I started a Patreon because I felt, why not? So as I discussed before, Patreon is a good way to help out content creators. And as we know, I am a full-time college student, so me being able to put money into my YouTube content is very difficult for me. For instance, if you were to donate money, it could go towards me getting more stills to help portray what I'm trying to say. Also, in my description below, I'm going to leave you some links to some amazing artists you should totally check out sometime if you want to, commission them. or just straight up love their work, because they're also very talented. And when I was going through the list, I went through these lists through a couple people, and this is my way to support them. Also, if there are any artists that you want to recommend, please leave that in the comment section down below also. Thanks for sticking along with the video. I hope you're all having a dandy day, evening, good night. I'll see you guys next time.